Hey guys, welcome back to another Forza Horizon 4 video. Today, as you can tell by the thumbnail and the title, we have something super sick in this game that we just actually ended up winning. I'm going to show you guys how and then go over this car. It is the Bugatti Divo, such an incredible monster. I think this thing came out last year in real life, but this year in the game, it just came out last week, part of the festival playlist, and we ended up winning it yesterday. So I want to go over again what we actually did to actually win this car, and you only have today to do it. I believe today's the last day. So if you're watching this a day after I posted it, then I don't think you can win this anymore, and it's going to be very difficult to actually get it until it comes out again. I literally, basically what I wanted to do was I wanted to win this from the auction house, see when it gets posted, but these things are getting sniped like within milliseconds. Like as soon as it gets posted, it is gone. I tried like 8 times to get them, and every single time I was going as quick as I possibly could. I buyout failed. It was just ridiculous. So I just did the actual challenges and won it, and now I have it, which is awesome. I'm going to go over that right now. But as you can see, this car is incredible by all these angles on this car. Pretty much every angle of this car is incredibly nice looking. And we're going to actually go ahead. We're going to take a look at what opens on this thing. Pretty much everything, the front and the doors, and the wing actually pops up, but the engine compartment covering that W16 engine, you can't actually open. You can't actually even get up there just to see into that engine bay. So that's a huge wing on it. It's kind of like a shark fin wing, and it definitely goes up and down quite a bit there. Very, very nice. The wheels are on point. Sick wheels on it. The front end doesn't have a lot of space for any storage or anything, but it's a Bugatti. You're not really taking it to the golf course or anything like that, unless you're going just to kind of show off your car. You got the interior. I think this is very, very similar to the Chiron interior, but again, it's just so slick. Carbon fiber everywhere. Alcantara, I'm sure, all over the place as well. It's very cool, and I love that speedometer. That's just amazing. And I'm sure this car is very fast. I'm not sure the actual stats. We'll actually jump in to the full customization of this afterwards, and then we'll take a look at its stock stats versus the upgraded stats, and then we'll actually take it out for a drive and go see how it performs on the street and maybe even a race. So yeah, like I was saying, on the auction house, I was literally searching for it. The cool thing is they actually added a feature where you don't have to search for the car every time. So as soon as I put Bugatti Divo and then I search for it, obviously there's none that are displayed right now. Pretty much as soon as I search for cars again, it's saved now. So it says Bugatti Divo. You don't have to search again. So you can literally just keep going back and forth, back and forth. And this is what I was doing, trying to win this car out of the auction house. And I just couldn't do it. As soon as one popped up, like I was going super quick, like as fast as possible, it was gone. It was already bought out. So I think it may just be like people putting it up for friends, and the friends are already ready to click and get it. Other than that, it's just maybe just people doing this. This is kind of a bummer too, because sniping is going to be a lot harder now. There's going to be a lot more competition that's able to win these cars when searching like this. It's just so quick. Instead, before you have to go from any and search for Bugatti every time as well. So anyway, I ended up not doing that because it just took too long. I think I already said, but it took literally like 8 tries of me doing a buyout fail, and I literally just said, forget it. We're going to go over to the festival playlist, and we're going to do these challenges because this is part of this week's challenge where you can win it. You have to do 50% of the autumn season, which is all these. So these are the ones I ended up doing. Do the weekly Forzathon challenge, because not only do you get Forzathon points for the Forzathon shop, you also get the most amount of percentage done or completed towards that 50%. So make sure to do this as your very first one. Get this out of the way. Which is exactly what I did. Also do your daily challenges. I believe they help, but either way, if they don't, it still gives you pretty good Forzathon points. And then I ended up doing the Holy Trinity. I won the Remac after doing this. This one took me about like 5 tries. And the reason being, it's pretty much 3 races, and you have to race against AI, I think. They're either like highly skilled or above. So they're really good. But you need a certain amount of points for 2 of the events that beat the opponents, and then you win the Remac. my teams were just absolute buns, and I kept losing over and over and over. The issue with this is a lot of people join in and they don't race. They just stay at the starting line and hope your teammates do it, and that's so bad for your other teammates that are actually trying to win, because they have to push it, get first, second, and third consistently for all 3 events, and it's really hard against these guys. Pretty much, if you lose, if you miss a checkpoint or crash, that's the position you're coming in. You drop from first all the way down to 9th super quick, and then it's really hard because the opponents are really hard to come up to anywhere close to first place. So we ended up winning that after 5, but do that one because you get the Remac, which is a very sought after car. And then I just did this simple top speeds and this jump. This jump is really good with the Bugatti Veyron. Just get it up to speed. This one I ended up doing probably with the Bugatti Veyron as well, or the Senna. One of these was with the Veyron, one was with the Senna. And I ended up doing all 3 of those because they're super quick, whereas these racing ones that I didn't do, there are 3 events and they take forever, and then you have to win, and it's just annoying. So I try and avoid these as much as possible. I ended up doing playground games, which is capture the flag and stuff. That's pretty fun. And then you have to do one of the races, which is pretty easy as well. Just make sure your car is fully modified, and you'll be able to do it on highly skilled. So those are all the ones I ended up doing, and then I am at 52% complete. So that's what won us the Bugatti Divo. Probably took me about 2 hours. But yeah, today is the last day, so I got to stress to you guys, today is Wednesday. I don't know the actual day, but Wednesday, it resets on Thursday. So by the time this video is posted, you probably have 12 to 19 hours, depending on when this resets. 12 to 19 hours to get this car. Otherwise, it's going to be super hard for you guys to get over the next couple of weeks. So make sure to jump on and get this vehicle. You can also work towards the actual festival playlist, the overall percentage, to win a Vanquish 2017. I don't know if that's a Zagato or what that is, but there's also the Porsche 718 GTS. I know I have the 718. I don't think I have the Vanquish, so I might have to work towards that. That looks very, very interesting. That doesn't really look like a Vanquish, but nonetheless, those 2 are available for that. Winter, we actually should go over this really quick before we jump into the Divo. But yeah, these are all the challenges for the winter. There's a couple cars that you can end up winning. I think this BMW is brand new, the M3 GTS. The one that is most exciting is probably this Koenigsegg, the Koenigsegg CCX, which is brand new to the game. There's also a TVR Tuscan, which is very cool. And then we got the Spring, which also offers another Koenigsegg CCGT. And I heard a story about this one. There's only one in the world, which is very cool to think of. So we get to actually experience this in Forza. So make sure you guys jump on for the Spring and get that as well. But it's exactly the same way, 50% complete out of all these challenges. And then what other cars? We got a race car Porsche, a Mini Cooper, a Ford Mustang S5. I don't know if that's another Mustang added to the game or if it's already in the game. And then a 67 Chevelle. So those are all the challenges and prizes for the next little bit. However, the Divo is definitely the most badass car out of all the cars that were available. I missed the pumpkin hat. I didn't actually end up getting that. I was traveling. What else did I miss? I missed the F40C, and I already have that, so I don't really care. I don't think I got this, or Rosian Q1. There's Zeruno, which I already have. Yeah, I didn't really miss much for the summer. But anyway, we ended up getting the Divo. That's the most important thing. And I'm excited to go over and see what the customizations for this is. Now, that'd be crazy, eh? If you could do like a full wide body on this thing. Like just totally deck out a Bugatti the way you shouldn't ever deck out a Bugatti. But it would be cool if the options were there. I think in the Crew 2 with this car, you can actually do a lot of customizations. But unfortunately, again, Forza does not do good customizations at all. So let's go ahead. We'll actually upgrade this thing, and we'll also see what sort of like appearance packages we can do. Probably like a different wing. Actually, that would be very interesting with like a GT wing on it. That'd be pretty cool. But also maybe a front splitter. As you can see on the left side of the screen there, all the stats 9.3, 9.2, 9.9, 10, and 9.5. This thing's fully decked out, all wheel drive, starts at an S2 958 level. The 0 to 60 miles an hour time, 2.4 seconds, so very, very quick, and top speed of 246.5 miles per hour. Now, I think this Bugatti is slower than like the Chiron. I might be wrong on that, but I think it's more of like, look what we can do sort of thing. And then the Chiron's just an absolute animal. But this thing is just appearance-wise amazing. Probably one of my favorite Bugattis in the entire world. I don't think anything compares to this. I even went out and bought a 1 to 18 scale model car of the Divo because I love it so much. Let's go ahead. 1,479 horsepower. I'm pretty sure the Chiron has 1,500 or exactly the same as Divo. 1,180 foot-pounds of torque. Weighs 4,300 pounds, so it's a pretty heavy car. Very happy with this car. I'm very, very excited. I am going to take those springs off. I do not want those. So let's back out of this. We'll see everything that's available. So you got your springs that you can raise the height of the car. We'll just go ahead and add everything that I would. I don't put a roll cage in my cars, especially not a Bugatti. I don't really need it. Go ahead, upgrade the transmission. And again, everything is very, very basic. Everything's simple. We'll go over the stats after. I don't think the Bugatti is really going to change that much, to be honest, like all the stats. In fact, I think by adding everything, the stats will actually get worse. I think it will get slower, and we'll see if that's a thing. I like actually bringing the wheels out quite a bit as well. Just kind of give it a little bit more girth. I'm going to leave the rims, not going to mess around with that. So the front splitter, we can add like the tow hitch and a little bit longer of a splitter. That kind of actually looks cool. It doesn't match though like the Bugatti. Like I don't really like adding that sort of thing to it. So we will leave it the way it is. And we can change. Oh, look at that. That's actually cool. Oh, okay, I see. I thought it was a way girthier wing than like the standard one, but it's just way wider. I do like the standard one, but that is definitely cool. So we are going to leave that standard. And I don't think we can do any conversion. Oh, yeah, we can. Drivetrain, so you can probably make it a rear-wheel drive car, which totally destroys the stats. So we're not going to do that. We'll keep it all-wheel drive, and that's pretty much it. Basically, there's nothing really that we changed at all. We just added some parts, which again, we'll go into the stats right now. Yeah, 0 to 60, jumped it from 2.4 seconds up to 3 seconds, so we made it slower. 245.9 miles an hour, might even be slower now as well for top speed. Horsepower is the same, 1479, 1180 foot-pounds of torque, so nothing changed. So I don't know if when we bring it onto the road, if we were to do it stock or if we were to do it fully modified the way I've done it, if there would actually be a difference. I honestly have no idea, but we're going to take it out anyway and see what we can get up to, see how fast this thing is on the actual streets of Forza Horizon 4. Quickly, I want to see the manufacturer colors for this car as well, because I really like the way it comes, the way they actually presented this car. But let's see if there's anything else. And there's definitely going to be some cool designs from people as well. Like you can make this thing a full-on race car. I really like that one. The white one's very cool. Red's okay. Blue one, I see a lot of blue ones in photos and everything like that. There was a really nice gray one too. But I don't know. We'll see. We might just leave it the same, to be honest. And you can also change multiple colors on it, which is awesome. So yeah, one manufacturer's color. It's the matte gray or matte black with the blue accents on it. Or you can just make it a solid color if you wanted. Could you imagine a Bugatti like that? That would be crazy. I think this thing's like 5 million, 6 million in real life. Absolutely ridiculous. So let's go ahead. Paint group 1, which I think is the matte black. Yep. So you can change that color, and then if you wanted to, I believe you can change that blue color to any color as well. I really like how they added that. It gives you a lot more options to play around and mess around with the cars, and then have like unique cars as well. So those are the paints for it. You can change the color of the hood. Let's see, it's probably half and half. Oh no. So you can change the strip in the center, and then of course the color of the actual hood. You got the mirrors, the spoiler on it, and then the rims. I don't think I can change. Oh yeah, I can. I don't know if I would leave chrome for now. Let's black out the wheel, or the windows at least. And then we'll go ahead, we'll save that, and then jump onto the road. What's your guys' favorite Bugatti? Let me know down in the comments. Is it the Chiron, or would you go ahead and get the Divo if you're allowed? Another known fact, I believe I heard this, is the only way you get a Divo is if you have a Chiron in real life. So you have to first spend multi-millions on the Chiron, and then you have to then spend multi-millions on the Divo, and then you pretty much have two of the same Bugattis, but the Divo is just so much more menacing and like, angry. Like, it's so crazy, man. I love the lights on it too, how it wraps all the way up into the fender there. That's very cool. Such a cool and unique design. Let's go ahead and jump into this thing. We'll start her up and then take her out on to the roads. Don't need the horn. There we go. Alright, here we go. Let's get out of here. It is becoming nighttime, I think. I think the sun's going down. But man, this thing's already insane. You can just feel the power when driving. The W16 engine definitely sounds incredible. I love the lights on the back. It has like a very Vulcan type vibe, like the lights that stick out, they protrude out of the back. Like little discs. Try not to crash this $6 million Bugatti. But yo, this thing looks insane, man. It's definitely quick too. It's pretty good at handling as well. Like, I'm not putting it to the floor. I'm taking my time around corners and stuff. But overall, the handling of it is really, really good. And of course, it's spitting flames like crazy as well. Let's go. This vehicle is definitely meant for like speed. Like, it definitely wants to go fast. So I probably took it on the wrong road. The windy roads is probably not the best. Do a little burnout. That was definitely on purpose. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. I'll try not to crash into any cars coming head on. I'm not looking at the speedometer, so we'll try and get up to like its max potential for speed. We'll see if we can make it over to the highway. I don't really know where I'm going, to be honest. I haven't played this game in like 2 weeks. It's been a long time. I've been moving for the last, like, ooh. Thanks for going head on. That almost looked like a C8 Corvette from the front. I think it was a remake. So again, make sure to get that one too. Because not only are you winning this Bugatti, you're winning that remake by doing that Holy Trinity event. So you definitely got to do that. That car used to go for 20 million a couple weeks ago. Like, the only way you'd find it is for like 20 million on the auction house, and it'd only pop up every once in a while. So make sure you guys get that. Well, what's our speed here? 180, 190. I think we just hit 200 miles an hour. So it's definitely pretty quick. But yeah, absolutely ridiculous. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to actually jump into a race. We're going to see how this thing does against opponents. Let's do this. Alright, so we have a race. We are racing against other Bugattis as well. The Divo. But they're all on highly skilled right now. So we'll go ahead. We'll see if we can get the sprint done in first place. Hopefully we come in first. But everyone's driving a race car. So this thing's pretty much a race car. I think it matches the vehicles. Already crashed, already hugging the walls there. But yeah, it is definitely quick. I think we're in like top 4 right now. Top 4 right off the bat. Let's go ahead. Hopefully stay on the road. There we go. But yeah, when I'm turning, it definitely hugs the corners or hugs the ground, so that's always nice. That's a cool Volkswagen ICR or something like that. IRC. I ended up winning one of those off the auction house for like 200K. It was prime. Alright. I love the feeling of this car, man. Like, it's just so good. Let's go ahead. There's a Mustang beating a Bugatti. This guy's like ramming me. What the heck was that? Let's go. I wonder what the interior looks like. As soon as I go in interior, all driving, all bets are off. I lose. The interior is just beautiful on this thing, though. Alright. Let's focus up. Let's catch this dub, man. Catch this dub. No rewinding. Let's go. I gotta do some jank stuff here. I traded some paint with that Maserati quick times. Might have to trade some paint with this Mustang. Oh, I just let him go. Hopefully we have a faster top speed. I don't think we will. Oh, I think he got it. Man, come on. I messed up. I went too slow into that last corner, but we ended up finishing second in the Bugatti Divo on highly skilled. Could have easily taken first. This thing is an absolute monster, and you guys definitely have to get on today and get this thing. Otherwise, again, it's going to be really hard over the next couple of weeks. I don't have any to give away. I literally only have this one. I'll probably look for them on the auction house, but it's going to be really, really hard to actually find it. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. That's going to pretty much wrap this one up. We got the Divo, sorry, I should say, not the Veyron. We're far ways away from the Veyron now with Bugatti, which is very nice. All they used to have was the old Bugatti and the Veyron. Now they got things like the Chiron Super Sport, the Chiron Sport. Like, they have so much. And then, of course, the Divo. They came out with like a black Noir. That's probably butchered. I have no idea the name of it. But they're just doing insane things with Bugatti right now. And I'm very excited to see what comes in the future. But yeah, again, get this car today. Jump on. If not, it'll take a couple weeks. Otherwise, you're paying big bucks for it on the auction house. And yeah, also, if you guys are interested in Need for Speed Heat, it actually ends up coming out on Friday, I believe, on the 8th. And I do have it, so I'm going to be playing a lot and posting a lot on that. So the next couple of videos are definitely going to be on Need for Speed and not Forza. So if you guys are interested, make sure you're subscribed. Otherwise, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.